Unlock the ancient secret of the four hidden bodies that transform your reality. Have you ever sensed a quiet ache within, a persistent tension, a deep weariness that no sleep can cure? You're not alone, and more importantly, it's not your fault. We've been conditioned to believe we are singular beings, one name, one face, one body, one mind. But what if that belief was the greatest illusion of all? You're not broken. You've simply been divided. This isn't just anxiety. It's not just fatigue. It's the silent cry of four distinct aspects of your being, split apart, each yearning to be seen and heard. The physical, the emotional, the mental, the spiritual. These aren't metaphors. They are realities. Four energetic bodies that make up the fullness of who you are. And today, you're going to remember them. Because you are not one, you are four. And when these four aspects reunite, reality changes. There are four living dimensions within you, and each one plays a vital role in shaping your health, your choices, your relationships, and your sense of purpose. When you ignore even one, you suffer. But when you understand and integrate them, you awaken to the inner architecture of your soul. These four are the four bodies: the physical body, the earth, your structure and vessel; the emotional body, the water, flowing with feeling and response; the mental body, the air, a field of thought, perception, and belief; the spiritual body, the fire, your sacred spark and guiding light. Have you ever felt torn inside, like your mind wants one thing, but your body resists? Or like your life seems perfectly fine on paper, but your heart is screaming otherwise? That's not confusion, that's fragmentation. Each body speaks a different language, and you've been trying to listen to all of them without realizing they exist. The physical speaks through pain and sensation, the emotional through feeling and mood, the mental through thought and story, the spiritual through silence, intuition, and deep inner knowing. When you start to listen, really listen, those symptoms, they stop being problems. They become messages. Your struggles, they're not mistakes, they're portals. This understanding is ancient. Indigenous cultures, mystics, yogis, alchemists, they all knew. To be human is to be multidimensional. To ignore this truth is to remain in exile from your own soul. Trying to live from one body is like trying to run a powerful machine with one wire connected. But when all four are charged and aligned, that's when your true power begins. Let's explore each of the four bodies and how the elements of nature are more than symbols. They are reflections of your inner ecosystem. The physical body, Earth. Your body is not just flesh, it's the temple, the foundation of experience, the earth within you. It carries your history. It holds the memory of every choice, every trauma, every touch. And yet, we live in a world that asks us to override it. Ignore the pain, push harder, performance, achieve. But the body doesn't lie. It doesn't care about your plans or your schedule. It speaks in subtle ways: a tight chest, a sudden fatigue, a throbbing in the neck. These are not annoyances, they're sacred messages. Yet we silence them, we numb them, we treat the temple like a machine until it becomes a prison. But here's the secret: your body is not the problem, it's the guide. It's Earth, asking you to slow down, to nourish, to feel the ground beneath your feet, to breathe, to rest, to move with intention. Respecting the body is not about rigid health routines. It's about presence. It's placing your feet on the soil and remembering you belong to this world. It's eating not just for fuel, but for life. It's sleeping like it's sacred. It's remembering that you are not in a body. You are a body. And the body, when honored, becomes the gateway to everything else. The emotional body, water. Your emotional body is like a river, sometimes calm, sometimes crashing, always flowing. But many of us were taught to fear this river, to suppress our anger, to hide our grief, to downplay our joy. So we become disconnected, until one day we snap over something small, or find ourselves crying without knowing why. That's not irrational. That's your emotional body trying to break through. Emotions are energy in motion. They are not meant to be stored. They're meant to be moved. When you ignore them, they stagnate. Suppressed sadness becomes numbness. Repressed anger becomes disease. Unacknowledged fear turns into anxiety. But when you give them space, without judgment, they become guides. The emotional body carries memories your mind has forgotten. It remembers the heartbreak, the rejection, the abandonment, even when you can't name it. To reconnect with your emotions is to reclaim your truth. You don't need to explain them. You need to feel them. Let yourself cry, scream if needed, laugh without restraint. This is not weakness, it's emotional intelligence. Feeling fully is a radical act, and through it, healing begins. The mental body, air. Your mind is a powerful architect. Everything you believe, expect, and assume creates the lens through which you live. But if you let the mind run wild, it builds prisons instead of possibilities. Most people live in loops of overthinking. Endless mental noise, self-criticism, worry. We mistake thought for truth. But not all thoughts are real. The mental body, like air, needs to be clear, not cluttered. You don't have to believe every thought you think. You can observe them, question them, choose differently. Your thoughts shape your beliefs. Your beliefs shape your choices. Your choices shape your reality. So if you want to change your life, don't start with your behavior. Start with your mind. Begin clearing it. Journal, meditate, sit in silence, interrupt the loop, invite spaciousness. You don't need more information. You need more awareness. The mind is a tool, not a master. Govern it, and you become the creator of your life. The spiritual body. Fire. This is the most forgotten body, and yet the most essential. The spiritual body is the flame, the reason behind everything, the whisper of purpose that calls to you when the world is quiet. It's not about religion. It's not about rituals. It's about meaning, essence, presence. When this fire is alive, you feel connected, aligned, guided. When it's dim, you feel lost, numb, or disconnected, no matter how much success you chase. You were born with this spark. You saw it in childhood, in your awe, your wonder, your playfulness. But over time, it got buried under expectations, disappointments, and busyness. Awakening the spiritual body is not about escaping life. It's about engaging with it more fully. It's found in moments of awe, in stillness, in service, in silence. This flame doesn't scream, it whispers. And when you listen, your entire path lights up. Integration, the return to wholeness. When your four bodies are fragmented, your life feels like a storm. The mind pushes, the body resists, the emotions erupt, the spirit fades. You try to fix it in pieces. Go to the gym, read self-help books, start meditating. But something still feels off, because healing doesn't happen in pieces. It happens through integration. Ask yourself, is my body at ease or always exhausted? Do I honor my emotions or hide behind a smile? Are my thoughts empowering or limiting? Do I feel connected to something greater or just surviving? When these bodies align, something beautiful happens. Coherence. Coherence is when your thoughts, feelings, actions, and intentions move in harmony. You stop fighting yourself. Life begins to flow. This isn't perfection. It's clarity amidst chaos. its presence, its power. And people feel it. They sense it in your eyes, in your voice, in your being. Living this way requires daily listening, daily choice, daily presence. One day the body will need attention. Another day, the emotions. Another, the spirit. It's not about balance, it's about honesty. When you live this symphony, you become a bridge between heaven and earth. Your body becomes your temple, your emotions, your guide, your mind, your tool, your spirit, your compass. And life becomes art. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.